Welcome back.
Copy that.
There's some hot chocolate, coffee, and a party for a Miss Caroline.
While we have the good sunny days, we're using the battery power to freeze dry as much food as possible. We're harvesting everything that's ripe in the garden, chopping it up. Right now we're doing a whole bunch of apples, and then we do eggs almost every run. We scramble the eggs and then freeze dry them and then powder them, and that's a great way to store eggs for a long period of time. So I think Carol does a dozen or 15 eggs. I'll ask her when I get a chance. And that's just enough to fill the tray, freeze, and then shrink. And it pretty much fills a large mason jar. So we take the eggshells and put them on a cookie tray in the oven and dry them out, and then grind them into a powder, and it produces nutrients that we can use in the garden. Up here, because of all the pine trees and all that, they end up in the soil, and the soil tends to be very acidic. So we neutralize it and make it more alkaline by using the calcium and the magnesium and other nutrients that come out of the eggshells.
All these smells so good.
While we're here at the island and before we leave on the second half of our journey. We're using the time to freeze dry as much as possible from the garden. So things like kale are ready to go. All the herbs are ready to go. We have sage, parsley, dill, basil, all kinds of stuff. So we're just gonna take it in, de-stem it, chop it up, get it on the trays, and just keep that Harvest Right freeze dry going full time.
Cabbage. This way. Cabbage. Yeah.
How long have they got if we don't rescue them?
One, maybe 2 days.
That tree unfortunately died. One half of it died last year, and then we came back this spring, and this side, when everything leafed up, this side didn't leaf up. Like a glove. It was such a pretty white barked tree for this section of the property, but what do you do? It becomes a hazard. Birch trees typically start to rot at the top, and then you get a heavy rain, they get super saturated, and then they just break off and come down in a matter of seconds. And it's hanging right over the hot tub, which, by the way, we're rebuilding because it needed it. It was leaking. So anyway, that will make some firewood. We'll miss the beautiful birch tree, but we'll get firewood out of it, and we won't have to keep looking up when we're sitting in the hot tub.
See that? That's probably not. Could use the same mold, but that one's got
So after 6 years, it was time to rebuild the hot tub. We took all the staves off and took it all apart completely. We resealed the whole base and then re-leveled it. So we've done a lot of work. Hopefully it'll hold water, and we'll have a nice comfortable hot tub to enjoy throughout the fall season. It got chilly today, which is just a preview of what's coming. It's going to warm up again next week, but we're enjoying the fall weather so far. Guys, we are in New York State. We came down yesterday with Caroline actually, and we took the blue Jeep, which is Caroline's Jeep these days. But yeah, we came down to, first of all, bring her to Matt, and they went and got all kinds of paperwork done in preparation for the wedding coming up. Signed, things signed by the Justice of the Peace and all that. And we spent some time with Matt's parents, so that was really fun. Spending last evening with them, Dennis and Mary. They're really awesome people. And then we actually stayed. We were going to go camping, but we decided to stay with Matt's sister and her husband and their 2 kids. We've just been having an amazing time. So today we're out exploring, a bit of upstate New York. We're gonna have some barbecue. You can see behind. We found this little place. Smells awful good, and I'm sure it's gonna be good. It's been so much fun spending time with Matt's wonderful family here in New York. And tomorrow, his sisters are hosting a wedding shower for Caroline, where we'll get a chance to meet the rest of the family.
There's nice and full.
Try and cut them before like this too.
All the rain. And then some of them I put them in these in case you wanted to use them.
Just doing our thing. Yeah.
That makes it
Yeah. Because it's gonna be for this and that. A strawberry girl. There's also these at the boys' station. Also stocking up down there. Robin, her whole face up. Her face is his face. It's getting better now. She's taller than to get a haircut. I gotta get this one. Are you so excited? All right. I know, I'm sorry. Eating more than her style is. Oh, really? Sure. Okay, I'm actually not gonna do this. Even you have to leave it.
Everyone for your hospitality, Mike, for putting us up and all the delicious food, Mary and Dennis. As parents, it makes us feel so good knowing our daughters marrying a good guy, but also marrying into a wonderful, beautiful family. And yeah, we're just so overjoyed and thankful. So it's been amazing. So thanks for everything.
Bye! Oh, she gets... Bye! Taking some wedding prep down to Caroline, and I'm going to be attending her shower for the Toronto girls and all the cousins and family here. So we just got back from New York and visiting Matt's family. Amazing time down there, and we had a little shower with his family and all his sisters, and that was so fun. Sister-in-laws, and so it was a blast. So now the next one, and I hope to go through our pod down there with a few things that Caroline is looking for, like a table of ours and just different things for her new apartment. So here we go.
Yeah, I know. I did all the. It was like in the beginning, I felt
Can I see it? We are back after a wonderful time together celebrating Caroline and Matt at her bridal shower with all the aunties and all her friends and cousins and nieces, and it was a lot of fun to hear all the stories and to just watch Caroline. It was like I was watching a 10-year-old version of Caroline. Her smile couldn't have gotten any bigger, and just her laughter, and just to see the excitement that she has to marry her best friend Matt. It was just unbelievable, and I was so proud of her and just so excited for this new chapter. Everything is just falling in its place because of all of you and all of her friends. Everyone's chipping in, and also for Matt's family for making it so nice and welcoming. All of you just did such a beautiful job celebrating Matt and Caroline, and it was wonderful to meet all of you, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the big day. And Caroline and I, we actually spent the day going through her apartment and just kind of tidying up things and getting it ready for when she's married, and it is countdown time now. So tomorrow is a really big day. We're going through a pod with some of our stuff to see what she can use, and then we're picking up her bridesmaid, Sylvia. And then I head back up to the island, and I am preparing because all the bridesmaids are coming up to the island for a surprise party for her a week before she gets married. So I'm gonna have to be shh about that. But yeah, so everyone is starting to fly in, and preparation is in full swing. So it is late, way past my bedtime, so I better get some sleep, but I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, so the first group of girls are showing up, Sylvia and April, and Pete Jr. just went out to get them. And Pete Jr. roasted 2 whole chickens to make a creamy white chili, and it just smells so good. We'll definitely put the recipe in the description. But yeah, so Caroline, as you guys, most of you guys know, chicken is her favorite, hands down. She just, if there's a meal that she's asking for, it probably a high percentage rate would be it has chicken involved with it. So we wanted to surprise her when she arrives here with all her bridesmaids and friends with a nice creamy chili with some cornbread, and they're going to be watching Father of the Bride tonight, I believe, and having a really cozy cabin time. We got the 2 cabins down at the other end of the island ready for them. We got the fridges on, the generator going, and the water running. So it's going to be a fun time all together. And I believe tomorrow they're going to be doing a nice hike and just relaxing. And this is the weekend before the big wedding. So it just seems to be moving super fast right now. But yeah, so let the fun begin.
Because their son is marrying our daughter, it's not an unusual custom meeting the in-laws.
You know, that's another thing. I hate that expression.
So Lando and I are taking some whipped cream to the girls. They're staying at the other 2 cabins, like I said, on the other side of the island. It looks so cozy. They have it all decorated and nice. But yeah, so today they're just gonna be having this, I think they're making French toast, and Pete and Daniel are picking up the other cousins and girls from the marina right now. They're just pulling in, and they'll be joining the rest of the girls for breakfast. And then I believe they're doing a hike in Killarney. So that's gonna be really fun. And then we're gonna try and do a surprise for them. We're gonna get the barge going and put some lights and some chairs and maybe a fire pit, and then have them floating around. It is raining today, but I think it ends like around 11. So around 11, I almost wiped out there. But oh, the fall colors are just starting to come out, and it is perfect. No wind really, just the light sound of rain, a little bit of mist coming off the lake. Lando loves it, don't you? But yeah, so I'll show you around the cabins a little bit later on, because I think they're super cute. And it was really nice of the aunties and uncles to let us use them for this celebration of Matt and Caroline. So yeah, I always like this walk. I do this a lot during the day with Lando, and it's just beautiful. So this is round 2 of the whipping cream. One was not enough, so here we go. So I can hear the boats coming. The rain has picked up a little bit, but it is 10 o'clock, and so I think this is the heaviest rain we're gonna have, and then it clears up. It's gonna be perfect. But hopefully I can get there in time to get the second round of whipping cream and a few other things they were needing, so it should be fun. So, excuse me, I forgot the napkins, so I'm just quickly going back, getting them some pretty napkins, and then they should be all good to go. So we have the park passes and the napkins. I think that's everything. At least Lando doesn't mind going back and forth. He loves it. But he always has to run or walk in front of me. He does not like being behind and trailblazing. And then if he gets too far ahead, he'll sit and wait for me, which is really nice. Just like when we travel together. So it's really surreal that today's Saturday, and next Saturday, Caroline will be walking down the aisle. Whew, it's coming up fast. Really excited. Everyone has been so helpful, and there's been no stress, so that's been nice. A few of my sisters and my father, they fly in on Thursday, and they are going to be helping with decorations and all the flowers, because as you know, my sisters, that's what they do for a living. They have my sister Beth and her daughter Riley. They have a flower farm that we've been to quite often, the Crowley House. And then Mary, my other sister, she is going to be helping me with food prep, because I'm making the food with her for the rehearsal dinner on Friday night. Let's see who else. Oh, my sister Sarah, she made out of sugar icing. She can paint, and I don't know, it's hard to describe. I'll just have to show you guys next video. But she's making the wedding topper. So it looks like real flowers and real fruit, but she hand makes it out of sugar. It'll blow your mind. I don't know how she does it. It's a very neat talent that she has, and I'm so happy that she wanted to do that for Caroline. It means a lot because she wasn't able to be here. But yeah, so boxes are coming in. Like the poor Marina, our friends there is just overload of boxes arriving right now, and we'll be taking that down. So yeah. Every time.
Like you'll fully like absorb. I know. I will.
Welcome back.
Copy that.
There's some hot chocolate, coffee, and a party for a Miss Caroline.